Good evening, guys. How was your weekend? Sorry, I'm still recovering a little bit, but I don't sound as nasally as I did on Friday. Friday would have been a disaster. What's up, Palm? What's up, Savvy? Mason? Tanner? Welcome. Lurkers, welcome. How was your guys' weekend? We had some pretty bad storms rip through here on Friday night, I want to say. Yeah, we're all good, Savvy. We're all good. All good, thank goodness. I generally recover from illnesses pretty quickly. But yeah. Alright. Pretty crazy news. Obviously downgrade in the credit score and all that for the U.S. from Moody's over the weekend. I think it was late on Friday. We saw this sell-off happen late on the NAS, really on all the indexes. It looks like we filled the gap from the open already. I'm kind of leaning downside on the overnight, just as an impulse move. I don't know that I'm expecting a huge sell-off, though. So we'll keep that in mind as the market moves on here. I'll probably be patient for another 10 minutes at least before I get active. Palmetto, did you catch the end of the PGA Championship? Did Scotty win? Did Scheffler win? I know he had a pretty big lead. What's up, Fletch? How you been? Tron, switch to gold. What's up, R-Dub? NQ is moving for an overnight session. These Sunday Globex sessions have been nice lately. You guys can see where I'm putting my levels. I've kind of removed everything in between these two. It's a lot of indecision in between these two levels, so I'm thinking you really don't want to be executing in the 400s unless you're just looking for a quick scalp. Yeah, Palm, he had a pretty big lead, but then I saw the lead was closed. Let's get some NQ gains from open, apparently, though, Forrest. Yeah, I mean, we're going to try. We are going to try. We have already filled the gap, though, so I'm kind of leaning downside right now. I'm just going to wait another 8 minutes to see if we get an 8 o'clock reaction on the new hour candle. And that'll tell us a lot about what we're in for the rest of the evening. Looks like central pivot's a little bit higher on the session, still up here in the mid 400s, 446. I'm on a 5-minute chart right now. I haven't looked at the glizzies at all. Let's take a look at what we got going on here. Oh, we're sitting right on kelp mid. Yeah, so we might not get, unless things get kind of violent to the downside. Well, I guess expected range is only 50 points away. Less than, almost 40 points away. But we will try and make some money this evening. See what the Dom is showing here. Looks like we got some blocks to the top side still that might want to get sucked into this. I'm not opposed to a short below this support 1 pivot, this S1 pivot here, down into 350. So like be about a 25-point move if I was able to get it. Fletcher, no, it's sitting right on kelp mid right now, so it's not anywhere near. You can see we either need to be down here or up here in order for it to print. Not gonna lie though, I haven't been trading the Glizzy that well. I still haven't figured out. Oh, Joel, wow, we like help mid. But yeah, I haven't been trading it that well. I still haven't figured it all out. Like, I don't know if Goose just enters on the very first signal and, you know, tight trails. Because anytime you try to let it breathe, it seems like recently it just comes back and gets you out break even. So I don't know. I don't know what kind of adjustment I need to make, or if I need to just use it as, you know, just an added layer of confluence, right? Like, it definitely gives you the right spot to be executing in. I just haven't figured out how to execute myself with it. You know, it's not the indicator's fault at all. Yeah, Fletcher. I mean, like, let's see if I can show it to you. I tried the YM Gliz on. I don't know why I don't have any like data back at all. Like, I don't understand. Like, I tried these prints, right? And Goose was able to trade these prints and successfully trade them to the downside. But I mean, I just don't see any short in here. You know, like, I just don't see it. You know, I don't know if he took this one. You know, if he was just taking the short off of expected range high. But he's been trading his strategy for a long time. So obviously he's going to be better at it than I am. But it was just hard for me to see any short position in here. I mean, there was really not a whole lot of down movement. But he seems to be able to do it with high success. Tron, I don't trade gold. I don't trade gold. Yeah, I don't know, Fletcher. I don't know what he does. I don't know if he just goes like light on the position initially and then adds into it, because it usually does come back. You know, it's just a matter of how much drawdown are you willing to stomach. Like, if you entered here, you're looking at 80 points of upside movement here. You know, I'm so quick to move because I don't necessarily know how to trade it. I don't trust myself trading it 100% yet. So I'm so quick to move my stop to break even that I get a lot of break evens or small losses. I think Friday I ended up losing like, I don't know, like $600. I was up $200 trading it initially, but then just took paper cut after paper cut after paper cut to end the session. I just have to figure out how to trade it. You know, what signals to stay away from. But because I'm on a take profit trader account as well, Fletcher, they force you to trade at least once every 5 trading days. They force, like, you have to place a trade, otherwise they deactivate your account. So it's like, you know, I didn't see there were hardly any prints the week prior to last. So I almost feel like I need to take every signal that I see just to get a trade in. But I think what I'm going to do with that account is not take every signal and trade how I normally would, but use it as an added layer of confluence, right? RW, they never closed your last one? Yeah, there's a rule in there that says you have to, like, once a week you have to place a trade. It might be in the fine print, but I'm 100%, I'm like 98% certain that is a rule. I think even on Top Step now, it's like, I want to say it's once every 30 days you have to place a trade. I could be wrong, you know. And if I am, then definitely let me know. But I'm pretty sure I saw that somewhere. Yeah, Tony. Okay, that's what I thought. You know, I'm pretty sure I read all the, because I'm pretty good about reading the fine print at this point. Just so I know they can't deny me payouts, like any of them. So I'm pretty sure take profit is once every 5 trading days you have to place a trade. I don't even think it's calendar days. I'm pretty sure it's, you know, 5 open market days. Yeah, Tony. Yeah, because they bury some of those things. They will get you on them when you least expect it. You go to request a payout, and they'll be like, "Oh, no, no, you didn't trade for 6 days. Guess what?" Well, thanks for tuning in on this Sunday evening, guys. I know a lot of people are anxious to get back to the charts, especially after, you know, the news that happened over the weekend. We might be coming into a trade, actually. I will, let's go, like, let's say if we hit 73, I'll hit the short. All right, I am short. Just front run this level here. Once we come down here to these wicks, I'll probably lock in some profits. Let's go ahead and put it right back at point of control because I really don't want to see it get tested. All right, just one more little push here, and I should be out of this trade. No, I think it'll kind of flush. I think it'll flush even lower. I'm just trying to front run it a little bit. There we go. I'm out. Well, that's a nice start to the week, huh? All right, that was $430. I will take that for the first trade on the week and not really looking at the charts a whole lot. Yeah, that one played out ideal. I don't even think I took drawdown on that trade. That was nice. That was quick. But the idea there was, you know, it breaks below support 1. I kind of put my entry a little bit below that to make sure we were getting the flush, and it did exactly what we wanted it to. I didn't even have to wait a whole 5-minute candle. I do think we're going lower. Forrest, what just happened? We made money. We made good money. Oh, Forrest, that's just chart watching. I think we're even going lower than that, but I wanted to lock something in quick. 350's been a kind of a big level here, you can see. So I didn't want to risk the bounce off of 350 coming back up, you know, back into this chop. So that's why I put my take profit where I did. I do think we're going lower eventually, right? Like if I was not just scalping out some, you know, 20 plus points, I'd be fine. But that's all I was looking for there. But you can see 350's been played over and over and over and does get choppy between 330 and 350. And I wasn't willing to hold through that. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys, on a Sunday evening. Nice start to the stream. Looks like we got 23 people in here. If you're lurking, say hello in the chat. Feel free to hit that subscribe button. It'd really help out the channel. Trying to get to 1,000 by the end of July. 1,000 subs. That's our goal by the end of July. Tron, let's look at gold. Why do you want to look at gold so much, Tron? I don't ever trade gold. Ever. But I'll take a look at it for you. Has it even moved, really? GC, we'll go to front month again. So gold is pumping up right now. That's actually a pretty good move for gold. I have a feeling like over the next few days, you're probably going to see this go up, right? Let's zoom out a little bit. Let's look at an hourly so we can get an idea about where some levels are. All right, so gold's probably going to come up and try to test this gap up here is what it's looking like to me. So long term, you probably got a $50 move to the north side, at least, coming in. I would look for an entry at like, I don't know, 52.40-ish would probably be where I would look for the entry. But you do have this small gap down here as well now from the open. So I would just be careful. Tron, always wanting to look at gold. Bitcoin, Joel? Oh, no, Joel. Joel, we aren't going there. Oh, Palmetto, you gonna go Quant Tower? Yeah, Quant Tower's nice. I like Quant Tower. Yeah, Tron, that's what I thought. I thought all of them. I mean, I don't know about Bullinox or Tradeify, but I knew Take Profit Trader had that rule in there where you have to place a trade, you know, once every 5 trading days. Otherwise, they, deactivate your account. Palm, if you get it to work correctly. So it's a little bit different, all right? Like Palm, they definitely designed it to be beginner friendly. It doesn't have as many. Top Step is 30. That's what I thought. I thought Top Step was 30 trading days. Like every month you have to place a trade. But Palm, I think you'll end up liking Top Step or Quant Tower strictly because it is very easy to get up and get going. Tron, I haven't checked out Lucid. That's the new one, right? Like, and I know they have a direct to funding option as well, but I just haven't looked at their prices. They're pretty... How to link chart drawings? Oh, you mean on, like across your different time frames, Fletcher? Is that what you're talking about? Like, like if you're to draw a level, you want it to show up on all time frames? Is that what you're saying? All right. Let me show you. So you're going to right click anywhere on your chart. You're going to come down to settings. You're going to come to this drawings default availability on the visual trading tab. It's probably going to be on current chart. You just want to select all charts with same symbol. Now, it won't do your current drawings that you have, but any future drawings that you draw on your chart will plot on all time frames. Like, it doesn't go back in time. So you're going to have to kind of copy and paste what you have on your charts currently. But any future drawings that you make on your chart will show on different time frames. Fletcher, yeah, I got you, brother. Any questions you got, you can either reach out to me or Goose, and we'll be able to answer them pretty quick for Quant Tower stuff. Anybody in a trade current? Man, I could have held that trade, huh? Oh, Tron, yeah, Apex. Everybody knows how I feel about Apex. What's up, Sin? I don't trade with Apex. We'll just put it that way. I don't know. I just don't trust them. Lobber, you short 290? 50 on take profit, 290. Oh, Pegs, thanks, brother. Thanks for tuning in. I've already made my money for tonight. Actually, I'm up. I just hit a $420, $430 winner. I can't remember what it was. 430. Entry was 349. Oh, on NQ. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. That's a good entry. You'll just have to watch this 330 area for a bounce up towards your entry probably. This has been, unless you get that straight flush through 330, which it could get really heavy if it does break this 330 level, just to give you a heads up. My next target would probably be this S2 pivot down here at 250-ish, 254. Yeah, Pegs, you just missed it. It just happened. It just happened. It was quick. I wasn't in the trade very long. Let's put it that way. It pretty much just flushed from my entry right down to my take profit. Maybe a minute. Right, chat? I think it was about a minute. MNQ? Lobber? Yeah. Swing high? Ooh, that is a big stop. You're all the way up here? All the way above 420? Yeah, Driven. Aren't those the best? When you enter the trade, you take no drawdown and they just flush right to your take profit. I could have held for another 20 points, but I didn't trust this 350 area. I thought we might see a bounce here. But Lobber, yeah, you're looking real good, brother. Looking really good. mean, this 21,100 is asking to be traded. The only real spot to the downside that I can see, or that I saw at towards the end of last week, right, that could cause a little bit of issues. Here, I'll go to a higher time frame. Is going to be, I fully expect this move, right, to at least, we'll say 200. I fully expect this move at a minimum. At a minimum. So there's a pretty big move probably about to happen here. Down into, like, we'll say the bottom of this wick. So what is this? 190? So 190 to 200. I would say that is inevitably going to get traded early this week, if not tonight. If it drops below here, guys, this whole move right here is probably going to be very, very rapid and fast to the downside. You're probably going to see 21K really quick if this fails to hold. So just keep that in mind as we progress here over the next day or two, maybe even on the overnight London session. That's kind of what I'm seeing right now. We probably chop here for a little bit. Yeah, there's literally nothing to stop it. This is going to get, and it's going to be highly volatile. Like, it's going to chop around, but this is going to happen really fast. Really, really fast. These straight up moves are usually straight down on the way back through. Lobber, just be careful here. You kind of want the straight flush through the 330 area. I would, if you get back above this volume, you're probably coming back to your entry, so just be careful on that short. Unless you feel like adding or letting it just ride, since your stop is way up here. Oh, pretty good viewership early on in the session for me. Almost got 30 viewers in here. Faraz, no, I don't trade Bitcoin. I don't trade the cryptos at all. I pretty much stick to index futures. As far as like my day trading is concerned, you know, I have long-term portfolios. I have an IRA. I got a Roth IRA. I got the slow burners. I loaded them up when the NQ kind of hit 17K. I'll wait for another pullback and load up again, but I just let those things sit there. Bitcoin's just too unpredictable. It's kind of one of those things where it's just what people think it's worth. So trading it, I don't know how technical it trades, right? I don't look at it a whole lot. Anything on SoFi and RGTI. What's RGTI? What ticker is RGTI? I don't even know what that is. Yeah, Tron. I don't trade gold. I trade NQ, ES, RTY, and YM. Bitcoin trades so much cleaner. Let's see here. I'll pull up a Bitcoin chart. What is it? BTC front month. Man, it's back above 100K. Come on. All right, let's see here. Let's get off the minute chart. Let's go to something a little bit higher time frame. Let's go back like, we'll say a year. Okay, this is ridiculous. We're pushing all-time highs? Okay, what was the last pullback here? Let's do a little all you fib lovers out there. Let's go fib price extension. Let's do something like this. Yeah, we'll go this one. This one would make more sense. All right, so yeah, there's really not much stopping it till 120. I mean, I'm not quite sure how you would pick levels above here, but I don't know how you guys trade crypto. No idea. It's crazy. It's crazy. I understand like buying crypto, right? Like I understand buying it and holding it, doing whatever. Yeah, yeah, R-Dub. That's what I'm saying. Just buy it and hold it if you're going to invest in it. Why try to trade it? It's really volatile, isn't it? Like it's just you're gambling. Intraday, you're gambling. But the fact that it's over 100,000 a coin is ridiculous. You want to talk about the biggest Ponzi scheme of all time? Cryptocurrency is the biggest Ponzi scheme of all time. Got out with 60. You 7x'd your money, R-Dub? That's crazy. Savvy, the NQ, at least like the NQ has it has a value. Like Bitcoin is just whatever people think it's worth. Are you trying to hook me up? Okay. I do okay, guys. I do all right. My trading is okay. Where do I think SPY opens up at, Chip Chaser? Man. Let's see. Let's see if NQ's going down. ES, I imagine, let's see here. ES. I'm going to say my best guess is the NQ is going to open up right at around that 190 to 200 area. So comparable on the ES, a comparable move would be let's see here. Let's go to a little higher time frame so we get a better view. All right, comparable move on the ES is going to be like 38.68. So we'll or 58.68. So I'm going to say like probably like 58.70 is where I'm thinking the ES opens up at. Comparison on SPY, I don't know. I don't have any I don't have the SPY up anywhere. What's the SPY trading currently? What's the profitability percent of my strategy? Like, how much do I gain on my accounts? Is that what you're asking? 572p expected tomorrow. 588. Yeah, that's probably a comparable move. So on the SPY chart, does it roughly line up with this pullback on the ES? You know, these recent highs here and this pullback here? Like, the charts usually look pretty similar. I know that, Chip Chaser. So if it's trading at 588, we'll say a $10 move down, $8 move down, something like that. So 580. What percent are winners versus losers? I'm between a 70 and 80% win rate. Some months better, some months worse. You know, but overall, like my whole trading, as I've tracked it, it's like at that 76% mark right now. As far as winners versus losers. But my strategy is really simple, guys. I'm a support and resistance trader. For those of you that are new here, as you can see, I find levels of interest. I execute at the levels of interest, and usually only the levels of interest is where I do the majority of my execution. What prop firms, Lobber? Right now, I'm only with Take Profit and Top Step. My Top Step's a live account, and my Take Profit is a very, very new funded account. And really, with the Take Profit trader, I'm only using one strategy. Already hit a $4 push on the SPY. Yeah, I'm thinking. So Chip, I don't really dabble into options too much. The Greeks always confused me, you know. That's why I have the strategy that I do. What is the profit factor? It's like 1 to 4, 1 to 5, somewhere in there, as far as winners to losers. Paul, I think I posted it at one point from my Quant Tower, and it was like 1 to 4.1. I think was my profitability factor. Yeah, Lobber, I think you'll like my funded futures. They move you to live really quick, though, so just keep that in mind. They move you to live. Oh, nice, Chip. GG's. If your profit factor's almost 20, you're doing real well. You're doing real well. I'm not the best trader out there. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you that you should be copying all my trades or doing anything like that. I'm an average trader. I found what works for me. I went down the whole indicator, blah, 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 adding so much crap to your charts route. The only thing that worked for me was stripping everything back and just executing at support and resistance levels. It's what flipped me to being a profitable trader. I've only been trading for a little under 4 years, so I'm still kind of new. But yeah, that's amazing. If your profit factor is 20, that's great. Yeah, that's like I said, a profit factor of 20 is great, Chip. That's way better than mine. Way better. Lobber, I think you're good, brother. At this point, I think you're good. Honestly, with your entry, Faraz, so most symbols do trade support and resistance. You know, it's like they all trade levels, right? Whether it be on your options or stocks or, you know, index futures, most of them do trade levels very, very well. I use a top-down approach, so I'll start on my daily, and then I'll go down to the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and work my way all the way down to, generally I don't go any lower than a 5 minute. Once you get into anything lower than that, it just becomes too messy and you have too many levels all over the place. Yeah, that is the nice thing, Chip, about Take Profit Trader is the daily payouts. The only thing that stinks is the intraday trailing. Like once you do get to funded up to the buffer zone, like, which is what I'm kind of having problems with on my one count that I do have, is you really have to like, it's almost like Apex where you have to tight trail. You can't let trades come back on you, especially on the smaller accounts. You know, on a 50K account, you only have $2,000 of intraday trailing drawdown. And it keeps going even on unrealized profits. So it's like, it's tough. I just do one at a time, Lobber. I don't copy trade. I know all the influencer traders out there, they all copy trade for, you know, for the big numbers. You know, they're copy trading 20 accounts. You know, so when they're posting a $10,000 day, really they made $500 of an actual trade on the day. Lobber, I usually do the Globex session. So I used to do RTH. It's just they weren't... I wasn't... You know, I'm not going to be able to compete with the streamers who have 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 subscribers. So my channel was seeing no growth. So once I pivoted to doing Globex streams, things honestly picked up. I mean, new people in my streams every night now is great. But it's a totally different vibe streaming at night than it was during RTH. Totally different. Much better. A large part because of people like you. Yeah, Martin, I did actually. I was short from like mid 70s. I got out at 51 though. I could have held apparently for a big trade. Nice, Lobber. GG's, chat. Show some love in the chat for Lobber. That's nice. Nice trade. We like seeing those W's. We like seeing people make money. For those of you that are new here, we do have a free trading Discord if you want to join. There's lots of good traders in there. Everything's entirely free. It's called Level Up. There's a link in the description down below the video if you want to join. Most of us hang out in there during RTH and talk about what we're seeing. You gonna buy the Take Profit Trader account tonight, Chip? Yeah, I mean, if you're a 20 profit factor, there's zero reason not to do it. Yeah, Chip, give Take Profit a try. I mean, the daily payouts is nice. Yeah, Chip. Also, the intraday trailing is only once you've passed the evaluation. There is no intraday trailing on your evaluation portion of that. So you don't have to worry during the evaluation. You just have to... I think there's a 50% consistency. And I know they say 5 trading days as well. I think they'll pass you before that. You don't have to... It doesn't... They pass you before the 5 trading days. I know it says that in their rules, but they don't adhere strictly to that. Yeah, Faraz, good question. I mean, a 20 profit factor is massive. That is massive. I mean, that's very, very good trading. Very good. Giorgio, we have people in our Discord community that have passed prior to 5 days, just to give you a heads up. Me being one of them. So I don't know, maybe they do it on an individual basis. I don't know how they do it. I'm not intertwined with Take Profit Trader. But we do have a few people who have passed. Oh, Martin, you were digging yourself out of a hole? Yeah, that's never fun. I think I passed mine, Giorgio, on day 4. Lob, are you asking me what my go-to? It always took you the 5? Yeah, that's strange. Maybe because I'm a streamer. I am definitely not a well-known streamer, Giorgio. I can tell you that. We applied for affiliate with them, and they denied us. I'm a nobody when it comes to this thing. Trust me. I am a rookie when it comes to the streaming world. And on that note, if you haven't subscribed yet, feel free to hit that subscribe button. It'd really help out the channel. Lobber, my execution is usually on the 5-minute, but I'm always looking at the 15-minute, the hourly, and the 4-hour. They're just on another monitor that you can't see right now. The higher time frames are. You know, if you look at some of my older streams, you'll see what I used to look at, you know, during the regular trading hours, or what my charts look like. They always made you wait, Giorgio? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Chip, we're all there. Yeah. So we're all guilty of that, right? Like over trading, you know, getting emotional with your trading. We are all guilty of that. None of us are surprised by any of that. Oh, nice, Martin. You're up 2K already? Oh, GG's, brother. After digging yourself out of a hole? But yeah, Chip, I mean, you're in a our whole community knows that feeling. Our entire community knows that feeling. You're not alone. I'm guilty of it as well. I try to not be, but it still happens to me too. What's up, Invictus? Wow, 1,100 trades. That's wild. So, Chip, just for reference, and anybody new here, just for reference, I'm kind of my good trading days, I'm normally in between, you know, maybe 3 to 5 trades max a day. Like, that's the kind of trader that I am. I usually am very, very patient. I usually hold my trades for a fairly long period of time. Obviously, Globex session is going to be a little bit different. This Globex session is an outlier with the kind of movement that we're seeing. But I'm I'm generally in that 3 to 5 trades. If I can finish in 1 or 2 trades, I'll end it there. You know, I think Friday I made, I don't know, what did I make on Friday? I can't even remember. I think it was like 2.7K, and it was quick. And I was done. I was done for the day. Oh, like a year of trading. Okay. Yeah, I don't find many setups throughout the day because because my strategy involves waiting for price to come to these levels that you see, you know? Like I try not to execute anywhere in here. Anywhere where you see black on my charts, I try not to get involved. Sometimes I get baited, right? Sometimes it looks good because there are levels in between here that you could be trading, you know, if you're a wick test kind of guy. You could definitely be executing in there, but I try not to. Yeah, that's really good. That's really, for each dollar that you lose, you earn 20. Yeah, that's really good. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm actually having a good time tonight. Yeah, Faraz, I learned a long time ago. So I took my lumps my first year of trading, right? And before that, it was probably 2 years of studying charts and studying the markets before I ever even put anything like real money in at all. My first year, I was unprofitable. I probably was a break-even trader after, you know, a year and a half, maybe. And then that second year was like a bull run central, where it was just V-bottom every morning. Like the market would sell off on the open, come into a level, and you would just buy and hold kind of deal. So it was kind of easy trading. I started at the right time. Let's put it that way. The last, obviously since Trump took office, has been a little different. It's been a little more difficult. Not that I'm not profitable still, but it's definitely been more difficult. Okay, we apparently have a glizzy print, but I am not seeing where this thing would be printing. Oh, I'm on the 15-minute chart. Let's go back to the 1 minute and see. I need to get, I don't know why this didn't print. I need to get Goose in here. Need to have him look at my charts real quick and see why I'm missing some data here. And why it's saying that there's a print on ES, but I'm not getting a print. That's kind of strange. Oh yeah, Palm. So you need to roll back to 0.18, I think, is the version that you need to roll back to. 2 versions on Quant Tower. So this is the one that I'm on, Palm. If you're watching the stream, I'm on 141.18. You don't want 0.19 or 0.20. Yeah, Chip. It's called Level Up. There's a link in the description down below the video. Faraz. So, do what Chip is doing and join our Discord group. There are beginning traders in there, newer traders, but there's also very good traders in there that you can learn from. You're in the right spot. We don't charge for anything. One of my good friends, Banana Bread Trades, also has a YouTube channel and his own Discord. There's lots of good free education on his Discord as well. I'll guide you to that one too, but I would definitely join those 2 Discord groups. Most Discord groups out there are going to charge you money and be more like signal service. We aren't going to do that. But how I learned, I watched a lot of YouTube videos for Oz. I mean, a lot of YouTube videos. I don't know if the chat has any recommendations for Faraz. Definitely feel free to post them in the chat. Yeah, guys, if you could hit that thumbs up button for me. For the algo. Fletcher, you'll get flamed for your recommendations. Are you going to say go watch ICT mentorship? Is that what you're going to say? Wow, we might get this move down here into 200, 190 really quickly here, guys. 2024, yes. I knew it was coming, Fletch. I knew it was coming. Stop watching when you're making money. Oh, my goodness. You're gonna... Oh, man. I'm not an ICT trader, guys. Just a heads up. I'm not an ICT guy. Hey, what's up, Megamind? Yeah, Martin, TBM does have some good tutorial videos, believe it or not. Like, he really does. I learned a lot from watching Trades by Matt. Are we the same kind of trader? No. Make sure to watch the Venom series. Oh, no. Is that his latest strategy, Palm? Is that what's going on? I don't even know what Venom is, but I'm assuming it's an ICT strat. Faraz, you're interested in gambling? Or you don't want to gamble, but you're interested in scalping, I meant? Sorry, fumbled over my words there. So Trades by Matt is actually a pretty good scalper these days. I would definitely check out his live streams in the morning. Check out some of his like wick test strategy videos, his initial balance videos, how he trades opening range, those kind of things. For scalping purposes, those levels are kind of key because generally you can get a 10-point move on NQ out of that. Same thing with ES. Those kind of strategies work for those small plays usually. But yeah. I would definitely check out Trades by Matt. Definitely check out some of Carmine Rosado is another guy. I know people like kind of frown upon him, but I learned a lot from watching Carmine Rosado videos back in the day. Who's another YouTuber that Vincent Desiano is another really good trader that I would start watching some of his stuff. Who frowns on Carmine? Lots of people frown on Carmine. That's just what comes with the territory, though. You know, when you get to that kind of size, you're going to have trolls. But Vincent Desiano is really good. He's kind of what led me to, you know, being able to locate key levels of support and resistance. I think he trades kind of similar to I do. He's probably a better trader than I am, but our strategy is very similar. From what I remember. I haven't seen a video in a long time. I don't really watch influencers anymore at all. I'm kind of in my own little world, but that's how I did a lot of my learning. It was just hours into hours into hours of studying. And don't be disheartened and don't give up as well. It's going to take time. I have yet to meet somebody, unless they're lying, I have yet to meet somebody who's been profitable in their first year. It just generally doesn't happen. If they do, they got lucky on some gamble play, you know, like trading Bitcoin or something, and hit it big, if they're telling you that. But when you're day trading, there's very few that are profitable in their first year. So definitely just don't be discouraged. It's normal. Everything that you're going through is normal. Search for gap fill reversals. Impossible. Yeah, Chip, you'll have people out there that tell you, oh, I was profitable after 3 months. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. Because month 4, you blew up. You know, it just happened. Market conditions change. You know, you might feel like you're on a hot streak for a couple weeks, and then all of a sudden you have a couple bad days and blow up. Martin. I was actually, and honestly, I was pretty quick, but like I said, I kind of got lucky with the time frame that I started. So after a year and a half was when I kind of turned the corner. But it was during like a crazy bull market, right? Like it was pretty easy because you would just wait for the market to sell off on the open, have a little bit of a pullback, you'd get long and you'd make a bunch of money. You'd sit in the trade the rest of the day, pretty much. So it was a little bit different. The timing right now, the market's going to be a little more volatile. When I started trading, the NASDAQ was trading at 6,000. Like in between 6 and 9,000. It's now trading at 21,000 to 22,000. Keep that in mind. And this was like 2021, 2022. Yeah, RW, that's pretty accurate. So like people that say they're exactly, you were profitable pretty quick, but it was more like gambling rather than trading, right? Like it's just the way that it goes. There's so much to learn. Like I said, trading is the hardest, easiest thing we'll ever do. But it is very, very difficult. It's very easy to make money. It's very hard to hold on to the money. Let's put it that way. And a lot of it is psychology. You're battling your own psychology, right? Oh, I just made $2,500. Today could be a 3K day. Let's go get that 3K day. Next thing you know, you're only up $600 on the day. Or down. You've gave it all back. Yeah, Megamind, that's really quick. Within a year, you were trading before that. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. But yeah, for Oz, I would say, and everybody's different, right? Like you may find out somewhere down the line that you aren't great at being a hyper scalper, you know, where you're only trying to find small moves in the market. You might find out that what suits your personality is more like a intraday swing trader kind of thing, you know, where you're holding on to positions, where you're kind of like what I do, where you're waiting for price to hit levels and see how price reacts at the levels, see what happens on the DOM at levels, see what happens with order flow and how price action is around key areas of support and resistance, and you're only executing there, you know. You might change, you know. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. You know, one of my good friends, Brian trades. He takes, you know, 30. There was a day last week where he took over 80 trades in a session, which is just I just can't even imagine taking that many trades during a session. That's just exhausting. To be that locked in is just exhausting for me. Yeah. Yeah, it's just, it wears on you when you're trading that much. Yeah, R-Dub, I always looked at losses as like market tuition, right? Like there's nowhere you can go to college and learn how to become a trader. Right? Like there's no college that's going to teach you how to become a trader. The way you learn is by, you know, hanging out with other traders. For the most part, it is really about who your circle is. Surround yourself with the right people, and you will become successful. It's just like any other business, you know. You gotta know the right people. Megamind, though, the thing is the guy does it. Like the guy makes great money. He's a really good trader, really good trader. Yeah, I mean, if you're on a 5-second chart, something like that, I mean, that is crazy. Is he bald? I don't know. I've never seen Brian in person. I've just talked to him on voice chat. I don't know if he's ever done a face reveal. Maybe Goose has. He's got to be bald. You know he's bald. I don't know. Mason, that's what he trades. He trades NQ. He's an NQ trader. He loves NQ. Brian only does mousepad reveals. Yeah, I don't know, R-Dub. I've never seen him personally. When I did have him on last week for the collab, I asked he and Chris, like, hey, so we understand, you know, being on camera is a little intimidating, you know, whatever. And they were both like, oh, we'll save the face reveal for later. I was like, the chat's not going to like that. Brian Stonk. I don't know. He's Brian Trades on Discord. He'll probably pop in at some point. Unless he's doing family things this evening. Let's see. Is he on? I don't see him online right now. Oh, yeah. No, he's on right now. $50 profitable of the 80. Tenor, I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Yeah, R-Dub, I see you guys hanging out in Fred in voice chat quite a bit. I try to pop in when I can. 50 profit. Yeah, Tenor. Yeah, you're right. He was like, I forget what it was. It was like 56 winning trades to like 27 or something like that. Losing trades. It was really good. Really, really good. He's an amazing trader. Hey, thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it. The chat's been awesome tonight. It actually made my night. Made my night. Feeling good. The vibes are high. Speaking of which, if you're lurking, feel free to hit that subscribe button and say hello in the chat. Yeah, Tenor. Most people that I see that have 80 trades, that's a bad day. Like, they're trying to dig their way out of a hole and just taking small loss after small loss. Like I said, I'm completely uncomfortable trading that much. I'm just not built like that. I'm just not that guy. Just not that dude. R-dub, I'll wait to see. If it comes back up here and holds below 330, I don't ever want to see 330 get crested at all, unless it's just a quick wick and a forceful smack back down. But yes, I would be looking for the short here. This would be your stereotypical break and retest. So I would want to see it kind of pause underneath 330 and then short it down. But if I don't get that move up into 330, I'm probably not going to hop on. But yes, I would expect sellers to start trying to pile in here if price does get back up there. But yes, you guys are seeing the exact same thing I am right now on the charts. Yeah, like this move, because I was short from up here. I mean, I know some of you joined late, but I was actually short from the mid 70s, only targeting just above 350. This was actually the ideal entry, right? Like the breakthrough support 1 pivot, the flush to 350. I just wasn't willing to hold on to any kind of pullbacks, and I wanted to lock in profits. But right now, what I would have been doing on that 370 is I would have had my stop right here above 330, and any kind of rejection here and move back down, I would have added probably. That would have been my ideal add if I was to add size on any position, and my target would be 200 down here. But that's probably something that plays out overnight, right? Like maybe London session opens up. Generally, you don't see that kind of move on Globex, but who knows? How big is this order down here at 100? That's what I'm curious of. Let's see. Is it even that big? Not really. 160. That's been there since last week, guys, as well. That order that's sitting down there at 21,100. So this is clearly institutional position. And I don't know if that's just a part of their position or not. But it has been there since the middle of last week. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. All right, we back. I wish Goose would tune in here so that I could show him what's going on my charts with the Glizzy Clipper. Later, R-Dub. We'll talk to you soon, brother. I'm going to message Goose here quick. I see if I can get him over. See if we can get Goose over here real quick. I need to show him something. Anybody in a trade right now? Chat? Anyone? I'm kind of waiting for 330 to get tested again. That'll be my next watch. Can I talk about Bookmap and how much I use it? Pegs. So this is Quantower's version of Bookmap, right? It's called the Dom Surface. I basically watch this as price is getting to my levels. Well, first of all, it allows me to get a wider view of where more interest is on the Dom. Like right now, it's to the downside, obviously, with all this down here. There's not a whole lot to the top side. You got a couple blocks, so I'm thinking these blocks generally like to act like a magnet. But what this does show you is you'll see absorption really well on the Dom surface or Bookmap, right? Like, so when price gets up here, I'm looking for big red bubbles or small green bubbles. Actually, it's vice versa to the top side. So I'm looking for small red bubbles, but large green bubbles, aggressive buyers trying to push up, but making no advancement on price. And small red bubbles to be popping up, absorbing all that aggressive buying, right? Which generally means price is going to fall back down. But that's pretty much how I use it. Other than that, and everything in between, like all this at these levels, it really means nothing to me. I wait until we get to a level of interest for me before I really start paying any attention to it. So like what you're seeing is the lines that you see here are limit orders and these are markets. So the bubbles that you see are market orders. The lines that you see are limit orders. AKA aggressive buyers, aggressive sellers, or passive buyers, passive sellers. But it's really just like a visual representation of the Dom. You can see the same thing with a normal Dom. This just looks more high-tech and classy. You know? It's more visually pleasing. Still waiting to see if Goose is going to pop in here. If not, I'll have to message him afterwards. Yeah, like if you're a visual learner, this is going to be far better than watching the Dom, right? Or at least until you get a better understanding of what's going on. Like you can see, if I zoom in, you can see the limit orders that are sitting there currently and how much volume is being conducted at each level. I don't necessarily need all that. I don't need to know that 3 buyers were sitting 3 points above price, right? Or 3 sellers are sitting 3 points above price. I'm really just looking for the big blocks. Anything over 50. I'm like I said, Pegs, I'm a trading for dummies kind of trader, right? Like I know everybody used to look at my my pre-market trading plans in Good Gains, and you used to be like, okay, how does he do this? There's really no secret to it. There's really no like rocket science behind it. No crazy explanation for it. It really nice, Goose. Okay. So while I got you here, sorry guys, I'm gonna pivot the conversation here because we have the only banana bread trades here. So ES printed, correct? ES printed a glizzy, Goose. However, it did not print a glizzy for me, and my expected range is no longer mapped for all of Friday. It's just missing that data. Is there a reason for that? And is your chart showing the same thing? You're good, Goose. You were gaming. I know you already. I already made my money too. I'm up 430 on the session. But do you see this? Hit reload. Yeah, still same thing. Okay, the glizzy's printing now, but there's still this gap in the expected range, right? Like normally it shows every day, but all of Fridays is missing now. Is yours doing the same thing? This one's Take Profit Trader. I only have one account that's got the glizzy on it. It's that same one. I mean, that's good that that showed up on the reload history. Load glizzy on a different firm and see if it works. All right, I'll try it after the stream. I don't want I don't want something crazy to happen while we're on stream, but I'll let you know. Yeah, that's weird. Like, it's weird because Thursday's there, right? Like, Thursday's there. Everything else is there before. Literally everything. For those of you that are new here, we're talking about the Glizzy Clipper indicator. Banana Bread Trades is the mad maniac who came up with this. The crazy smart guy in the chat there. If you're interested, there is a link in the description if you want to purchase the indicator. Yeah, I don't understand why. It's just all of Friday. Literally all of Friday. It cuts off here at 6 o'clock on Thursday evening and doesn't start printing again until the open this evening. It's just that one day. Yeah, Goose, I think I might throw it on my personal, actually, and see what it shows. Yeah, that's interesting. Interesting. It's a nice print, though. I mean, it gave you 10 points on ES. I don't know that I would have taken it, but it loads on Apex, so it must be a Take Profit Trader issue. Okay. Yeah, I'll see. Like I said, it's only Friday. So you're saying if I switch this to daily, there's probably a candle missing, is what you're thinking? You got the 15-point short move? Nice. Lobber, so yeah, I definitely can do a quick here, I'll pull up all four just so you can see all four indexes. So This is the Glizzy Clipper 5000 indicator, created by Banana Bread Trades, the guy who I'm talking to in the chat right now. He's a really good trader. This is basically his strategy, his trading strategy, that he's coded and put into an indicator itself. It's a mean reversion play, meaning he's looking for price to be overextended to either the buy or the sell side, and looking for a reversion to the mean. In this case, he's using the Keltner channel, a 200 period moving average, as the Keltner midline. You've got the Keltner bands, these gray lines that you see on the chart on either side of price. These are the outer bands. And then he has an expected range, right, which is the red or the green lines. Down on the bottom, he's got an oscillator, which is harmonics based on harmonic rotations, and it's pretty much like your RSI or your MACD. You're looking for price to be either oversold minus 70, below minus 70, or overbought at plus 70. You're looking for price to be outside or touching the outer Keltner channel bands, and you're looking for price to be inside of either these two green lines, which would be your buy area, or these two red lines, which would be your sell area. And you need all of those things to be in tandem in order to get a print like you saw here on ES. So you see price came down, broke the Keltner channel low, was in the buy zone of his expected range, and the oscillator was below minus 70. All those things need to line up in order to get a print, and they'll give you a buy signal. The play is a mean reversion play, so your initial target is going to be the Keltner mid here that you see. It's not something to blindly be followed, but it is a very good indication, like, hey, I need to be on alert and looking for other things to make sure things are lining up to say, hey, okay, this is a good long position. Let's take this long position. Or, hey, things are lining up to the short side. Let's take this short position. But Lauber, yeah, it's pretty unique. It's a unique indicator. It's only available on Quantower currently. Correct, Goose, if you're still here? I don't know if you're back to gaming yet or not. But very soon it will be available on most trading platforms. I know TradingView is very soon. Change look back to 5 days. All right. If you're interested more, Lauber, if you want to learn more about the indicator, check out Banana Bread Trades YouTube channel. He does have a complete tutorial about everything that goes into the indicator itself. Definitely feel free to check him out. He's one of the better traders that I know, and definitely worth a watch. 5 days. Yeah, still nothing, Goose. I don't know. And now it's gone. Let me try reloading here. Yeah, now it's gone completely. Now even Thursdays is gone. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's still gone. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, it's on all the indexes. It's not a huge ordeal, right, Goose? Like, it's still printing. It's just, I found it strange. Refreshing the charts definitely added this one. They weren't there before. But B, it's just weird that 1 day is gone, even though there is all this data here, right? Like, there's all these candles. And then you get back to Thursday and everything's normal. It's the first time that's ever happened. To me, at least. Yeah, I don't know. It's strange. So tell me, Goose, are my expected ranges in the right spot on my chart? That's my next question. Is everything lined up? Let me look at your screenshot here. So ES, you've got 59.18, 59.18. Okay, yeah, everything else is as it should be. I'm missing a singular 1 minute candle and it breaks the code. All right, that's good to know. That's great. Way to go, take profit trader. Yeah, it's weird. I've never had that happen before. Well, I guess we'll just deal with it. Everything else is normal. So as long as everything else is normal, I'm fine with it. But yeah. That's crazy. Well, thanks for tuning in, Goose. I appreciate the help, brother. How are you doing? Other than that. How was your weekend? Yeah. Yeah, it's on all of them. It's on all of them. Like I said, it's okay. It's not a big deal. As long as everything is still like accurately plotting from this point forward, I'm fine. I obviously don't need to be looking at Friday's action, but yeah, that's strange. I was just curious. Yeah, Goose, I saw you hit the YM. Did you hit the YM short? Me too. What am I up right now? I'm up $430, $425 after commissions. Hey, thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you. Feel free to hit that subscribe button if you want to support the channel. Like I said, we do have free Discords that you're more than welcome to join as well. The link for mine is in the description down below the video. We will guide you to Goose's. You're up. YM short, then caught a scalp long, so we chilling. Yeah. You done until Tuesday, Goose? I don't know, Goose. Okay, so NQ, this move down here, down into 200, like what I was targeting on Friday on that short position, I think this is inevitable for either or the overnight or tomorrow. This seems like this needs to get tested. If this drops to the downside, Goose, you might want to rethink about you might want to rethink the situation, because this move below here, are you kidding me? Yeah, we'll take a 200-point smack immediately. Sure. Sure. I really want to move back up into 330. I don't know if we're going to get it, though. This price is kind of just chopping around at this point, and it's gotten slow. Let's see, how long have we been on now? 2 hours? Wow. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you. We've been vibing tonight. The vibes have been high. The chat's been awesome. Yeah, Dave, we had tornadoes rip through Friday evening, like really bad ones. My area was okay. I lost power for a little bit, but I know just like east of me got hammered. I mean hammered. Like total destruction. I'm in Louisville, Brad. I'm in Louisville, Kentucky. Hey, Goose. I'll talk to you soon, brother. Yeah, I'll reach out to you tomorrow, actually. You enjoy your evening. Go enjoy time with the wife. Oh, you're in Memphis? Not just a little outside of Memphis? Nice. Nice. Yeah, Palm, I don't know. It seems like you guys don't get the tornadoes that we do. Like Dave and Goose and myself, like Dave and Goose live in Kansas. They get tornadoes pretty bad. I know, let's see. Brad, you probably get tornadoes in Arkansas there. Especially where you're located, because you're more like Midwest. But I've never lived in a spot that gets tornadoes like this, like we do here in Louisville. Like, I've never lived in any place like that. I've dealt with hurricanes, you know, major blizzards. But I've never seen the kind of tornadoes that rip through this area. It's crazy. And they're powerful. Like, they are no joke. Like when I lived in Charleston, we always dealt with hurricanes and stuff like that, but nothing like, hey, every 2 weeks you got to watch out for a twister taking your house off its foundation, you know? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Hey, get to your basement real quick. Nuts. Palm, you got to deal with New York. Okay. How often am I live, Brad? Brad, I'm live. Well, we kind of pivoted the live stream. So we're doing more Globex sessions now. Pretty much all Globex sessions for the most part. Every now and then we'll do an RTH stream, but there just wasn't the viewership during RTH because everybody's watching their favorite trading influencer trade during that time, right? Like, hard to grow a channel when you're competing with guys who have 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 subscribers. So, like, we pivoted to doing Globex, and honestly, the channel seen great growth since we did that, believe it or not. The vibes are a lot different. The chat's more engaged. I have a better time on these streams. There's not as much pressure to trade live during these things either because it's Globex and the markets are kind of sleepy normally. So it's more like educational streams and more chill hangouts than the RTH streams were, where everybody's trying to make their money and trade. So it's been good. But I'll be streaming Globex every night. You know, I'll probably go live sometime between 7:30 and 8. And go short on ES right now. I don't know. It's so close to that Kelp mid that I think it might float up another 4 points or so. Chip, I'm gonna stay off of it. If it goes down, GG's on you on the call out, though. Palm, what are you saying? Are Dave and I still employed, or should I start sending out my resume? What are we talking about? Are you talking about trading with the boys on Fridays? Is that what you're talking about, Palm? You're on vacation this week anyway. What are you talking about? Oh, thanks, Ruben. Appreciate the sub. We getting canceled mid-season? Oh my goodness. You guys chill out. Chill out. Might just have to do a Globex trading with the boys. That might be what we have to do. $58.73 area, Chip. Wow, Chip's giving some signals in the chat right now. Yeah, Palm, actually, even our Trading with the Boys like streams haven't been doing analytics, like YouTube analytics wise, they haven't been that great. Obviously not your fault. It's just RTH streams are tough when you're battling, you know, the big influencer streamers. But yeah, those numbers are even like if you look at the Globex streams, Palm, on my channel, and then look at the RTH streams recently, you'll see the difference. You'll see the definite difference. Yeah, like we'll definitely think about it. Because honestly, Fridays I hate trading anyways. Fridays are my worst trading day for whatever reason. It's been that way historically for a long time. I don't know why. Tell me, chat. Those of you that are still here, do you have a day out of the week that for whatever reason is just your worst trading day out of the week? I find that most full-time traders have that day. They have this one day out of the week that just makes it's an outlier, and it's your worst trading day of the week every single week almost. Palm, it's Thursdays for you. Like, it's weird when you look back on it because you don't think about it till you're further down the line, obviously, or if you have a calendar that you're putting your P&L on. But it's Fridays for me, and I'm not sure why, because Fridays are usually trend days, right? But Fridays are my worst trading days every single week. They just are. R-Dub, it's Fridays for you too? Yeah, I don't know why. But that's how it is for me. It's Fridays for me. They're terrible. The last Friday wasn't so bad. But I made my money quick and got out and was done. You know? I was done within the first hour and a half of market open. Well, guys, it's coming up on 9:30 my time. I'm probably going to call it there. Yeah. R-Dub. I'd like Fridays I usually just try to end it early, but Fridays we've been doing the Trading with the Boys, so it's like we kind of just hang out till 11:30 or noon, you know, and end up trading that whole time. But yeah, it's coming up on 9:30. I've been live for almost 2 hours now. I'm probably going to call it there because I'm not really seeing a whole lot that I like. I know Chip has. Apparently he wants to short ES and holding for a big trade down. But thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. Vibes were high, chat. You guys were awesome. If you haven't subscribed yet and want to support the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. It would really help us out. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs by the end of July. If you haven't joined the free trading Discord, there is a link in the description down below. It's called Level Up. There's lots of good traders in there. We hang out in there all day. Some traders hang out in the voice chat all day. But yeah, guys, I will be back tomorrow evening at, let's see, I'll be live probably about the same time, probably 7:45 p.m. Eastern time. Feel free to come and hang out. Keep the vibes high, and hopefully we'll catch a few bangers. So yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.